Yes. I will. Good morning, Judge.
First for the record, is your client going to waive the formal reading of the indictments excluding the murder case?
No.
I proceed on, please. Yes. Keith Luke, on April the 3rd, 2009, the grand jurors of Plymouth County returned indictment 9140, charging offense 01, the offense of murder. Jurors for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts on the roll present to Keith Luke of Brockton in the County of Plymouth on or about January the 21st, 2009, at Brockton in the County of Plymouth, did assault and beat Selma Goncalves with intent to murder her, and by such assault and beating did kill and murder the said Selma Goncalves. How do you plead to that indictment, sir? Offense 02, judging the defendant with murder. Jurors of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts on their oath present to Keith Luke of Brockton in the County of Plymouth on or about January the 21st, 2009, excuse me, at Brockton in the County of Plymouth, did assault and beat Arlindo Goncalves with intent to murder him, and by such assault and beating did kill and murder the said Arlindo Goncalves. How do you plead to that indictment, sir? Offense 03, charging with armed assault with intent to murder, being armed with a dangerous weapon toward a gun, did assault with intent to murder her. How do you plead to that indictment, sir? 04, charging with armed assault with intent to murder, being armed with a dangerous weapon toward a gun, did assault Agnello Ramos with intent to murder him. How do you plead to that indictment, sir? 05, charging armed assault with intent to murder.
Well, the courtrooms are public areas, public forums, and individuals are allowed to come in there as well as the defendant, certainly. But I think that, the family, I think, showed a lot of courage sitting there today, notwithstanding the glares of the defendant. And we'll deal with this like we deal with every criminal case. He'll get his due process, and we'll make sure the right thing happens.
Being armed with a dangerous weapon toward a gun, did assault Jack Lopes with intent to murder him. How do you plead to that indictment, sir?
You know what? I mean, I'm certainly not going to guess as to what the defendant's thinking, but I wouldn't put anything past anybody. You know what? Like I said, I can't go into the mind of this individual, nor would I want to go into his mind. I think that, I applaud the courage of the family for being here in court today, standing up for their loved ones. And I think that, we as a community need to stand up and make sure that people understand that we will not sit back and allow these acts to happen. And individuals want to come in and they want to try to intimidate people. Well, good luck to them. It's not going to work. That obviously you have to have a fair and impartial jury. The venari is selected randomly, every day here in the county, and they would come in, they would be asked questions by a judge, whether or not they feel they could be, unbiased and impartial. So we deal with those issues all the time, and I would anticipate that would be able to be something we could deal with.
Being armed with a dangerous weapon toward a gun, to assault Officer James Cronshaw with intent to murder him. How do you plead to that indictment, sir? With a person and compel said person by force and against her will, or compelled said person to submit by threat of bodily injury while being armed with a firearm toward a handgun. How do you plead to that indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
The other client, no matter how horrific the allegations, is presumed innocent. We're going to give him a vigorous defense. I was surprised, and I wish that the Plymouth County Correctional Facility had notified me prior to today's date that it had happened, because when you see something like that, obviously it lends itself to some concern, and I had some concern, and I put that on the record. I don't think Plymouth is the appropriate place for my client right now. He's presumed innocent, and they're treating him and they're putting him on a different status than other people that are also presumed innocent. He's on, as I said on the record, so I don't mind saying it now, he's on a 23 lockdown. This absent any discipline problems from him. So if Plymouth County doesn't feel that they can deal with him, we have a state facility, the Bridgewater State Mental Health Hospital, that can, and I think that's where he should go.